Okay, the next topic, that is the applications of the Ampere's law, is the toroid. What is toroid? If you bend the solenoid into a shape of the ring, then it is called toroid. If you bend the solenoid into the shape of the ring, then it is called toroid. So we can consider one diagram for the toroid. So this is the diagram for the toroid. So what is there in the diagram? So this is nothing but the, so here we can consider the loops or number of turns on the solenoid. So this is a toroid. So from the one terminal you are passing the current, or from the second terminal the current is going out. So what is the target? The target is to determine the value of magnetic induction along the axis of the toroid. So where is the axis of the toroid? So that axis is denoted by this blue colored line 1. Suppose one point is located along the axis of the toroid. If the point P is at the axis of the toroid, then how to determine the value of magnetic induction at this point P? What is the center of the toroid is called as O, and the radius of the toroid we consider as R. What is the radius of this circular toroid? It is R, and center is the O. Then how to determine the value of magnetic induction at the point P, which is located along the axis of the toroid? So in this case, according to Ampere's law, what is the equation? Line integral of BDL is equals to mu naught I. So this is the equation. We consider this is as a equation number 1. Here the value of current is depending on one parameter, that is the number of turns. In the previous topic, in the solenoid, the current depends on number of turns and length of the solenoid, but here the current flowing through the solenoid depending on only number of turns, because the toroid is not like a straight conductor. So the current depending on only one parameter, that is the number of turns. So in this equation, instead of writing I, we should write Ni. Understood? This is the one change. And consider the left part. What is there in the left part? Line integral of BDL is equals to, if you take the magnitude, because there is a scalar product, if you take the magnitude of this equation, then how one can write this equation? So we can write BDL, in case of a scalar product we consider the angle cos theta. Here the length of the toroid is parallel to the external magnetic field. So the theta is parallel, so theta is 0 degree. If you put the value of cos 0, then cos 0 is 1. Put this value in the above equation, then line integral of BDL becomes only BDL. There is no cos theta, because cos theta becomes 1. Magnitude of the magnetic field here produced is constant, because we are not changing the magnitude of the current flowing through the toroid. If the magnitude of the current flowing through the toroid is constant, then automatically magnetic field which is produced across the toroid is constant. So take the magnitude of magnetic induction, that is a B outside. So integration of it, if you consider the length, then here dl is the any small length. dl is any small length. If you take the integration, then total length of the toroid, that is the total length of the circumference of the toroid is given by, so we can write B into 2 by R. What is the equation for circumference of the toroid? It is given by 2 pi R. So put the value of line integral of BDL as a B into 2 pi R in our equation 1, and also put the value of I as a Ni. Equation 1 becomes, how we can write the equation 1? Line integral of BDL. So instead of writing that, we should write B into 2 pi R is equals to the right side mu naught, and instead of I we should write Ni. What is the target? To determine the magnetic induction along the axis of the toroid. So send the 2 pi R to the right side. What will happen? B is equals to mu naught N I upon 2 pi R. In this equation, capital N means number of turns of the coil divided by 2 pi R is the total length of the toroid. So total number of turns per unit length of the toroid is denoted by small n. So we should write this equation as a B is equals to mu naught Ni. So what is the small n? Small n is number of turns per unit length. So here length is 2 pi R. Small n is capital N divided by L, number of turns per unit length. So by using this equation, we can determine the magnitude of magnetic induction along the axis of the toroid. If you see the equation for the solenoid and the toroid, then these two equations are completely same by using, because toroid is nothing but solenoid. Only we are changing the shape of the solenoid. It is like a ring. So everything is same. So the formula for the toroid and the solenoid is same. By using this formula, we can determine the magnetic induction along the axis of the toroid. So this is about the chapter number 10. So today the chapter number 10 is over about the theoretical part. Now we are going to discuss about some numericals from this chapter. So I'll take one by one numericals with their solution. So I'll write the numerical first, then I will solve the numerical. So first numerical is calculate the magnetic induction calculate the magnetic induction. So here we are going to determine the value of B 1 centimeter away from a long straight wire carrying current, straight wire carrying current of 5 ampere. What is to determine? We are going to determine the value of a B. What is magnetic induction? It is denoted by B. Question mark. Then the point is located at a distance of 1 centimeter. So R is given as a 1 centimeter. How to convert the value? If it is given into the centimeter to meter, just multiply the given number by 10 raised to minus 2. So we should write 1 into 10 raised to minus 2 meter. What is the next term? The current is given, straight wire of current 5 ampere. So I is also given, it is 5 ampere. Then what is the formula to determine the magnitude of magnetic induction if the point is located away from the straight current carrying conductor? The formula is B is equals to mu naught upon 4 pi to I upon R. In this formula, this is a formula to determine the magnetic induction if the point is located away from a straight current carrying conductor. So put here the values. The value of mu naught upon 4 pi is constant, and this is already solved. It is 10 raised to minus 7. Always put the value of 2. What is the value of I? It is 5 divided by what is the value of R? 1 into 10 raised to minus 2. Solve this. 5 2s are 10. 10 into 10 raised to minus 7. If you write this 10 raised to minus 2, now it is in the denominator. If you are writing this 10 raised to minus 2 to the numerator, then what will happen? This will becomes 10 raised to plus 2. This minus 2, if you are sending to the numerator, then that will becomes plus 2. Then what about 10 raised to minus 7 plus 2? It becomes 10 raised to minus 5. So the answer is 10 into 10 raised to minus 5. What is the unit of this? The unit is a Tesla, or we can write 10 raised to minus 4 Tesla. So this is the answer of this given numerical. So this is a one numerical. On the same manner, we can consider one more numerical. What is the second numerical? What is the second numerical? The magnetic induction at a distance of the magnetic induction at a distance of 3 centimeter from a current from a long straight current carrying conductor is 4.8 into 10 raised to minus 6 Tesla. The value of magnetic field is given. What is the value of current flowing through the conductor? What is the current in the conductor? In the same manner, whatever we have solved in the previous numerical, we are going to use the same method. But what is to determine here? We are not going to determine the value of magnetic induction, but the topic is changed. What are the given terms? What are the given terms? Magnetic induction at a distance of 3 centimeter. R is given. What is the value of R? It is 3 centimeter. But the value is given in centimeter. How would one can convert this centimeter to meter? So multiplied this 3 by 10 raised to minus 2 meter. So distance is given. From a straight current, so straight is very important word. Long straight. So this is a condition. Which type of the conductor it is? It is a long straight conductor. Carrying a conductor current, the magnetic induction is. This is not the value of current. Why? Because Tesla is given. The unit is Tesla. It is the unit of magnetic induction. So B is given. So magnetic induction is given. Then what is the value of current? So I So how one can use the formula? Same formula which is used in the previous topic. B is equal to mu naught upon 4 pi 2I upon R. Only the change is here we are going to determine the value of I. Put the values of the given terms. What is the value of B? Minus 6. What is the value of this term? 10 raised to minus 7. We can write it directly. Into 2 into it is I divided by what is the value of R? 3 into 10 raised to minus 2. So we have put the values of all given terms. Now make the changes. Keep only the I to the right side. Send this all values to the left. What will happen? So I will be here already there is a 4.8 into 10 raised to minus 6. Now multiply this value by 3 into 10 raised to minus 2 divided by 2 into 10 raised to minus 7. Multiply the 4.8 by 3. What will be the answer? So it is a 14.4. It is 14.4. So 14.4. What about 10 raised to minus 6 into 10 raised to minus 2? It becomes 10 raised to minus 8. If you are writing this 10 raised to minus 7 to the numerator, now here it is minus 7. If you are writing it to the numerator, then we should write 10 raised to plus 7 divided by 2. So what will happen? What is the half of 17.4? 14.4. What is the half of this? It is 7.2. Into what about 10 raised to minus 8 into 10 raised to 7? So the bigger one number is minus 8. So subtract the 7 from the 8. So the remaining term is minus 1. So your answer will be 10 raised to minus 1. So we can write 0.72 ampere is the answer of this question. So this is also one of the easy one numerical. If we go forward, we can take the few more numericals. So what will be the next numerical? So while watching this video, press the pause button, stop the video, write down the numerical or fare this numerical in your notebook. So these are the one of the important numericals for your final examination here. So what is the next numerical? Solenoid. So already condition is given. What is the type of the conductor? It is a solenoid. So length of the solenoid is given, number of turns are given, closely wound on it. If the current in the winding is 4 ampere, calculate the magnetic field at the center of the solenoid. So numerical is very straight and very forward. So very clear numerical it is. What are the given terms? In given what we can write? A long solenoid of length 1 meter. So length is given. Has 1000 turns. So n is given. So length and n is given. So we can consider it is capital N. It is 1000. Closely wound in it. If the current in the winding is I is given, it is 4 ampere. Calculate the magnetic field at the center, not at the end of the solenoid. So center is very important. What is the magnetic field? So what will be the value of B? Here number of turns given, length is given. Then how to determine the value of small n? Small n is called number of turns per unit length. We already discussed in the previous topic of the toroid. So small n is number of turns per unit length. So 1000 divided by 1. So it is 1000. Actually there is no change, but we should consider this part also at the time of the numerical. So n is 1000. So what will be the formula for B? So B becomes mu naught Ni. What is the formula to determine the magnetic induction along the axis of the solenoid? So the formula is this. Put the values here. What is the value of mu naught? 4 pi into 10 raised to minus 7 into what is the value of n? 1000. And what is the value of I? It is 4. So what is the value of pi? 3.14 into 10 raised to minus 7. So 1000 multiplied by 4. So it is becomes 4000. So what is the multiplication of this? So it is nothing but 12.56. What is the value? 12.56 multiplied by 4 multiplied by again. So